In today's video, not only this rare and special Holden VL Director, but a breathtaking example of irony with stupidity sprinkled on top for good measure. Yeah, I'm really going to lay the Ugg boots in with this one because it deals with something that gets to me the most, which I will talk about later, of course. Also, it's a Holden from the era where Holden meant something for me. But topping it off, it's a Holden dealer team car, developed by the man himself, the only childhood hero I ever had, Peter Brock. Fear not though, in addition to me detailing my attempts to contact the owner, and I tell you what, the punchline is a doozy. I'll also be talking about the car itself, Holden, and my relationship with it. And here is my first car. It's a VK Calais, 6-cylinder automatic. It had the black engine, electronic fuel injection, pretty gutless. I couldn't spin the wheels. Even in the rain it was tough. But so many good times in that car. It was the first and only car I ever bought in Australia. There's a picture of it done by Axesent Creations, sits on my wall. Makes me so happy. Links are in the description below. Check it out. Seriously, amazing. And now to the car at hand, and I'm going to speak generally. I don't have any information from the owner, which again I'll get into a bit later. Also there is Google, Wikipedia, etc. But anyway, this car is a Tuxedo Black 1987 VL Calais Director. Prior to the release of this car by the Holden dealer team, there were tensions rising between HDT and Holden itself, and this was the car that broke the camel's back. This was the end of that partnership. Now the aero on these Directors were absolutely popping, and I'll give you a tour in just a sec. For now, I want to talk about the drivetrain though, and first thing that's popping into my eyes as I look at that engine, there's a food strainer covering the carburetor. Boom, tish. Yeah, the carburetor is a Holly Demon aluminium carburetor. We've got a torque power inlet manifold. Now that engine, Holden always had the 308 cubic inch V8 engine, but Holden dealer team, they homologated a slightly smaller D-stroke version of the engine at 304 cubic inch. And it's what I believe this car has. It could also have a stroked version of the engine, which was a 5.6 litre. That would be 344.4 cubic inch engine, and that produced 310 horsepower. And just to make sure, this was an option available for the Calais Director. And there was another drivetrain option that Holden were reluctant to bring in for this generation of their large car. It was an independent rear suspension. This was sourced from the Opel Senator, and just the first two Directors had it. So you've been running your eye over the car as I've been talking, and the aero is pretty full on, probably hard to see in black, but I did see another VL Director, there you go, probably easier to see. And so what were Holden dealer team thinking? I think the platform itself had been around for so long, they really wanted to change the appearance of the car, so they decided to cover almost everything. Well, that's about all the information I have on the car, and I wish I knew a whole lot more about it, because wouldn't it be great to tell you about this car's history, its specs, you know, instead of speculating. And I guess now the video is going to turn into a rant video about car people who don't want to share the joy of their car with other car people. Well, where do I begin? I guess about 2 years ago I posted a picture of this beautiful car to the Facebook page, and amazingly, 2 family members saw it, and they expressed happiness to a degree that it was on the Facebook page, and I thought, how awesome. And then it occurred to me, hey, I could get more information about the car, I'll just ask them, and I did, and nothing really happened. There was no response. And this is a situation I had been in before, where I've asked someone about their car, and it has been a considerable time later that they've gotten back to me, so I thought, it's one of those situations. Anyway, more time passes, and I'm thinking of other ways to get in contact with this person. They're on Facebook, you know, they post a couple of pictures of the car. There's no doubt it is that person. And I gotta be honest, I'm not sure if I did send a message to the Facebook page, because I had so many other ways to get in touch, and it's now that I introduce Exhibit A. Yeah, sitting right there as plain as the nose on your face, if you have a nose, all of his personal details. Name, phone number, email. So of course I sent off a few emails and even an odd SMS, and I would love to think, in hindsight, that he was scratching his head, wondering if he was dealing with the world's greatest hacker. And I did say there was a punchline and it was a doozy, but that's not it. At this point, I still haven't given up. I've contacted someone who knows his son, and I've put in the request with questions, And the answer I got back was, apparently he's worried about people knowing about the car. That's right, you heard it here first. That guy happily talking about his car to this person, the guy who left contact details on the windscreen, the guy who had this car in his Facebook page. He does not want people knowing about his car. Everyone subscribe if you haven't already, and do click the bell to get notifications of new videos. And I don't always do Aussie car videos, well, I always do Japanese car videos, and generally they're rusty, but I do love cars. So I just want to make videos of cars that you all enjoy, you know, spread the joy of the love of cars with enthusiasts. That is just the coolest thing. So everyone, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next Saturday night, day, with another WasabiCars video. So I'll see you then. Goodbye.